Well, it's not what I think, because that's the thing. Like, look, when I got
Right.
into this,
I'm
I
saying it the
didn't
wrong
say,
way.
oh, I want to argue that vaccines are great. I said, look, I don't care. I didn't have skin in the game. I didn't have vaccine injured kids. I couldn't have cared less about it, essentially, except that it was something in front of me and it didn't make sense. So I thought, wherever the truth falls, that's what I'm going to talk about. So what I say is that I what the facts line up to show you is that polio is still here. Polio is still alive and well. Polio is called different things today, whereas back in the 1940s, 1950s, the criteria for diagnosing polio were completely different to the year that the vaccine was introduced. The playing field, the goalposts, everything was changed so that despite the fact that there was more paralytic polio in the years after that vaccine was introduced, they were able to show a complete cascading drop of paralytic polio simply because of the way they changed the definitions of what polio is and what could cause it. And they started testing for the virus, where before they would never test for the virus. And when they started testing for the virus later, what they would find that people had Guillain-Barré syndrome, they didn't have virus, or they had Coxsackie virus or echovirus, or they were lead poisoned or mercury poisoned, which was the mercury and lead were the leading treatments of the day, including bloodletting. They were telling people to take your cigarette and put a little bit of arsenic in there. It's good for your lungs. Yeah. They were
Yeah.
literally blowing smoke up people's butts. Like that's where the term comes from, because if you want to Google that now, you'll see that
Yeah,
there's an
I've actually
instrument that
heard
does
that.
it.
Yeah.
So, the polio story, where to even begin? And so there's about 70 pages. And so that became my obsession. So when
Did
people said, what about polio? And I started digging this up, I went deep into it.
did you dive into pesticides?
Yes, you have to dive into
Yeah.
pesticides because the tonnage of production of DDT absolutely mirrored the diagnosis for polio in the days. And the countries that still make DDT today is where we're still seeing this paralytic polio situation happen.